Welcome back, everyone. I'm Kyo.
And I'm Dog.
And we are the Manga Mommies, a podcast about everything. Yeah, it threw me off. You really threw me off with that one. I just looked at you weird for a minute instead of looking straight and acting like it was normal.
I know.
Fucking with me. We are the Manga Mommies, a podcast about everything to do with manga and sometimes our lives sprinkled a little bit in between. So as always, would you kindly get a drink, take a seat, and let's chat?
Woo!
My hair would stay in its spot.
I don't know what you mean about geek. I am Dog. If I don't make her question my existence at least once a recording, I'm not doing my job.
Sure. So who's that behind ya?
So this is the emotional support ghost. His name is George.
Hi, George.
Hi, George. Yeah, he is here with candy and treats for everybody. Because, yeah, depending if you picked the spoopy or the not so spoopy, you may need an emotional support ghost. He is also protector of the hardware so that we can get through this recording without something bungling up. Because I'm starting to develop a semi-permanent eye twitch.
It's not always me, folks. Wait, where was he in like back in April when we needed him?
Resting.
Still think he should have been there in April, but whatever.
Charging up all of his special emotional support juice.
I'll write a letter.
If you send it to corporate and tag HR, maybe some.
Maybe I'll get my way.
Since you are HR. Good luck.
I am all the HR. I'll still get my way then. How dare he not? Per his contract. I'm gonna make it work. It's my favorite.
Anytime there's a rough manga, the emotional support ghost has to come out. I feel like that's fair.
I feel that's fair too. But yes, this is the review, which, just like last year, we gave y'all the option of one less spooky or one spooky horror tale to pick from, which is considered your trick or your treat. Woo! So, unless you were randomly clicking or YouTube automatically played this to you because you clicked the cycle of keep playing something random after your show ended, you have selected treat manga, woo, which was How Do We Relationship, which, if you remember from the previous episode that talked about the manga of the months before, we messed up that title entirely.
We did.
Very sad. No, you ended up copying.
I trusted you. That's what I get.
I think you did. I know. And I tricked you.
Trust gone.
Sorry. I know when I did the small version for TikTok, I did it right. So what he takes later, whenever you have to do.
It's fine.
So, anyway, hold out your bags, my little treaters, for your treat review. All right, Kels, I think I've talked enough. How about you just go over and remind us our plot?
All right.
Whatever.
So, How Do We Relationship is written and illustrated by Tamiful. The publisher is Viz Media North America. The genre is Yuri, further categorized as slice of life and a romance comedy. The original run was from August 17th, 2018 to March 14th of 2025, and it has 14 volumes. Are you ready For a cute gay love story, because we sure are, enter Miwa Izukuna and Saiko Sawatari, polar opposites, but also new university students. At the behest of Saiko, Miwa joins the music club, and while chatting with each other, they come out to each other as gay. Saiko suggests that they date. Although Miwa doesn't have any romantic feelings towards Saiko, her curiosity piques and wins her over, and she starts to learn what a relationship is like with someone of the same gender. Can a relationship that starts on these grounds really last, though? So,
Spoiler warning. It fucking doesn't. It fucking doesn't. I just.
yeah.
We got a lot of feels.
Yeah. So I was super excited for this one. I was like, it's our first ever Yuri. It's a rom-com. It's got everything in it that is promising to be, amazing. And I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. Like, so many of the problems could be solved between them by simply just communicating.
Right? Oh my god.
Like, talk about it. Don't let it blow up into a big problem. And I get, yeah, it's supposed to be a new relationship. It's supposed to be, figuring shit out, all this different stuff. But when, like, you're trying to do stuff and have a relationship and figure everything else out, and you're on two different pages and you don't communicate what the other one wants or what the other one feels, it's just, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah.
And then, like, spoilers, they break up, and um one of the girls gets with another girl named Tamaki, and Tamaki, to me, like, and this is not where the critique is, but like, she feels borderline asexual to me with like a lot of what she's willing to do, but she puts out for the relationship, which to me feels manipulative on both sides. Like, you shouldn't do it because you're being coerced into doing it or pressured into doing it, or you're using it as a saving grace for the relationship. You should do it because you want to. And they're doing it like every day. Like every day. And so you've got like the frequency and sexual incompatibility, and that was really like unnerving to me. Like, I've been there in relationships. Having like a higher drive partner than you can definitely put a damper on things and can be a reason a relationship splits, because that is a lot of pressure. Like, it's either one partner doesn't feel satisfied, the other partner is just like ends up feeling, taken advantage of, and like the connection's not there. And like, well, Miwa is trying to get, I think, is it Miwa or Psycho? I can't remember. One of the girls, sorry. Um I cannot recall off the top of my head. Is trying to use physical intimacy as a way to get closer to Tamaki. It's like backfiring. And like, if there was just compromise in these relationships, it wouldn't be such a difficult read. That's how I feel about it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. So, I'm the gecko reading it. All right. I have issues with the relationships between the two main characters at the get-go, because not only is Miwa, which is the short-haired girl, which I may just revert to her as short-haired because I tend to go back and forth, um, gets pretty much pulled into joining the band, even though she apparently can't sing. There's no anime, so we can't confirm or deny that she can't sing. She just can't really belt the notes. And then they try to put her on an instrument. They give her bass, which is typically an easier form of guitar to learn. My problem is the fact she's just going along with it. Like, why are they? If she has no business being in it at all. Why? I don't understand the band part because it kind of just throws you in that they're making a band with the boys and this thing. So I don't. It's it's not like Beck. So it's not like here's the point.
Yeah.
We all sing, we all do this, we all play music instruments. So that's one irritable thing that I have going on with it. If I pronounce this one wrong, I'm sorry, folks. It's been a week. I'm tired. It's whatever. Um, but I'm gonna use her alias or her nickname. Say, she's the one with the long hair. She's a little more flat chested. She's the one that points out to Minwa in the beginning. You know, like boobs. You know, like the random ass thing in the beginning. Um, she's kind of more of the play it by ear. I'm gonna do what I want. A little bit more forward for the relationship than Miwa was. My problem is that Miwa is more of introvert. She doesn't really want to be upfront about the relationship, but she's also keeping certain feelings that she needs to express out. I don't think they should have ever started the relationship to begin with.
No.
And that's just for the simple fact there was a lot of red flags. Um, Minwa does call, say, a slut. Sorry, she calls her a slut. She's like, I'm not a slut like you. I don't just sleep around like you. Which to me, going into a relationship, if you actually liked that person who asked you out and you just went, it's like, oh, you're a girl, so I guess I'm just gonna say okay. Then I wouldn't have said that about even thought about that about my partner and their sexual history. So that really threw me off. And it's like, oh, she wants to hold hands. I don't like this. She wants to do this. I don't like that. And I'm like, then what do you like about her?
Nothing. Nothing.
Is she convenient? Is it just because she says she likes you and it's convenient because she's a female? That's not how a relationship works. That is a huge red flag. I'm sorry. You don't date someone just because they're a woman or a man.
It's like
There's a
it's an
lot more
ego
depth to
trip.
that. Yeah, no, 100%.
So
Can't speak up for herself. Can't announce that she's into to females and not males, so she can't really properly turn down guys. I knew someone like this, and it was crazy. I hated it with a passion because I had to be the one going, I'm sorry, they're not gonna date you.
and yet they like tease this, after everybody's broken up and gotten together with other people. They start teasing this like Miwa and Sei getting back together. Like it's there in very subtle ways. The hints are all there. And I can see the author trying to potentially bring that full circle again. But it's like, hey, maybe can they have grown and learned from their relationships and actually like become decent people to end this off? That'd be cool. That would be awesome. And maybe that does happen. I didn't get that far. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't think it happens in the written book as of yet, if they're going to expand on something, but yeah.
I think for me, it was the red flags that were big no to me. I mean, 100% kind of felt just like this relationship was trying to be forced. And everybody, I read online a lot of reviews. So I got the positive reviews and I got the negative reviews. Some people were like, oh, I love it because it shows the actual depths of the relationship. And I'm like, it really doesn't. It shows the inner monologues of each character. And some of them are pretty up.
Hmm.
It's not a real relationship. And if you think that's a real relationship, then you probably also like Twilight back when you were a teen and you thought that was real love, and it's not.
It's very surface level, and I mean, you get the depth within like the individual characters, but not the depth within the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if nothing
Like it's
else, it
pretty much
shows you.
Minwa is pretty much hating on everything that, you know, Seiko does. And Seiko's over here like, I just want to get in her pants. I want to hold her hands. I want to be around her all the time. I love her a lot. I finally got her that kind of a notion of actual feelings for something. Meanwhile, is over here just like, she's okay. Why is she holding my hand in public? Why does she want to be outed so much? Why does she want to kiss me in public? Why does she want to do all this other stuff? Oh, I think I'm gonna be forward with her. And even Meanwhile makes a comment. Like Meanwhile first kisses her and she's like, oh, her lips are soft. And Seiko kind of feels the same way. Oh, her lips are soft. But then as the making out persists, Seiko goes, I think she's not experienced in any of this because this don't feel right. And it just, there was no communication there. None. This don't feel
I
right. Doing something wrong.
I
She
think
even
it
kind of thinks that she's a virgin at this point.
I think it should be titled 100 Ways to Not Communicate 101.
Yeah. That's
It's
pretty much how I feel.
I mean, this manga did make me feel things. Maybe not necessarily the intended things.
Oh.
Because there were points where I was downright ragey and upset. I admit
Oh
that.
yeah, no, I couldn't even finish what's already out. It couldn't happen. I was so annoyed at that point. I don't even think I got to the point where they like broke up and swapped partners with some other people. Again, so, like I said, it went two different ways with reviews online. It went two different ways. It sucks. I hate this, and hey, it's a real relationship. I hope they get back together, kind of deal. So but for
Yeah.
me, it was a clock out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't pick it up again. I really don't have an interest in finishing it. Um it wasn't necessarily a flop, but because I have read a lot worse. But like it's not going in my top 10. I can tell you that right now. Not
No,
going in the top 10 at all.
no, 100%. I get that.
George loves
I
everything.
really do.
George is supportive. If you disagree, George has your back. It's fine. This is why we have our emotional support
I
ghost.
mean, I get it. They need to communicate, and that's one big thing about a successful relationship is communication. It's clear communication. It's clear drawn boundaries. It's clear everything. And a lot of people that I personally think that really, really liked this manga is probably not quite at the relationship stage of actually understanding that concept. Because this is what fresh into college, so just out of high school relationships, right? So yeah, that's usually about the time where you actually discover this kind of crap.
Like, hey, welcome to your first adult-ish relationship.
Right. So, I mean, for me, I don't know. I honestly think, there's just a lot of communications when it comes to a lot of stuff. And then you got, each of their respective partners afterwards, right? So you talked about Tamaki, which may end up being asexual, and they discover that like after a few sessions with each other, right? Eh, it is. It's one of those things where that just needed to be worked out to begin with. I mean, if it discovers it down the line, that's one thing. I mean, because your preferences can change, a lot of stuff can change as you grow. Like it's just mentally all that other stuff. Um, but for me with Tamaki, it's more of like meanwhile realize this because Tamaki didn't actually express it. And blames herself for it, which is the worst part ever, right? Because if you don't communicate, your partner is going to think it's their fault when it probably isn't their fault.
Pushed you too far. It's totally my fault. I did all this. I'm a terrible person. Meanwhile, they could have said 3 words and been like, I am asexual.
I mean, even you can be asexual and still have asexual relationship. It just takes certain things to get there. It's per person. It's a whole thing. Like between that and people are like, oh well, you're asexual, you can't have a relationship. You can have a relationship. A lot of people are asexual that have really great relationships with other people. Even some of them even go as far as having sex. Some go as far as having kids with their partners. It's
Yep.
all within their time limit and their space. So for me, it's like there was no communication at the gate because obviously something is going and it's not working out.
And
So instead of like blaming herself, uh,
exactly. And I find it funny too because I had a friend of mine who um found out a little bit later in life that she was asexual. Like she in high school, she joked around. She told me the one day, she was like, I thought I missed a day and everybody got these manuals on who that they were supposed to love and I just didn't get mine.
yeah,
So I was under the impression that like I was missing out on something or I was um not 100% complete in some way until it was sort of talked about later on. And that was legitimately her thought. And she is with her partner. They are fantastic. I believe they just moved over across the pond. They've been together a long time and they are happy as clams. So it's not like it's like your sexuality impedes anything. It's just you have to be upfront about what you want in a relationship to actually get that type of relationship or to determine if the relationship you're aiming for isn't even good for you.
yeah.
So,
So I mean, it from what I've seen online, because again, I kind of stopped mid through, so like I didn't really get too much in the relationship. I know which way they split and all the relationships with that because I do a lot of my research. So I do the spoilers, so you don't have to. But it looks like, from my understanding, that uh, Seiko had a better relationship with Yura in the second time after her and Miwa split and go the other way. And it turns out to be healthier. They actually end up talking stuff out with each other with a miscommunication. Um, they understand their she's hiding a lot of her fears and weaknesses around her, but eventually she opens up and it becomes a more healthier relationship than Meanwhile. So obviously Meanwhile's fucked up in the head. Because she's judging her girlfriend over here and then having a horrible time with the next girlfriend. So obviously somebody needs to check her. She's getting wrecked. I don't know.
therapy ain't free, but it's worth it. Jesus.
Yeah, a really good friend at this point because my God, I that's crazy to me. If y'all have any other thoughts, feelings, anything like that when it comes to this manga, did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you even read it? No one cares, that kind of thing. Um, just go ahead and comment down below if you think our ideas are completely ridiculous and you want to write a 7-page essay on how we're stupid and how we're just going to fail in society, even though we're like almost in our 40s anyway. We just don't care about it life anymore, and we tend to question life as it is. I mean, heck, a few episodes ago, she thought I was going to kill myself. I mean, it's a whole thing now. So, comment that below, and we may or may not read it. I just you may
I'm
be
putting it
wasting
up.
your words, but if you want to explain some stuff a little bit deeper for us, then go ahead. If you think they honestly could have, if it's not toxic, if it's not the red flags left and right, such where. I noticed the red flags. I've had relationships like this where people don't talk. So, yeah, and mine ended up 10 times worse than theirs apparently had. So, let us know.
Also, I'm putting it on a t-shirt. I hope you know that.
What?
Life. I'm not about that.
Ah!
I will put it on a t-shirt.
Okay. You should put it on like a hoodie. Make it look sadder. Put it on a hoodie that looks worn and disheveled like a life.
Just like a sad little emoji, like a little Kyo emoji.
Go back to those days.
If you made it this far in the episode, we want to say thank you. We couldn't do this without your support. If you'd like to subscribe and become an official Manga Mommies member, the link will be in the show notes. For the manga of the month, the PDF copy or free website is located in the description below. If you feel up to it, like, subscribe, and share our podcast so we can find more people just like you. We hope you have a great rest of your day, whatever time that happens to be, and we can't wait to see you in the next one.
Stay tuned, and thanks for listening.
Bye-bye. Part 2.
It may just be because, like, even when you've played back stuff on your laptop, I think there's a mic there that's playing back something
Maybe.
or a speaker somewhere, but it's fine. Not too much of it. Like, I can still cut it and edit it out if I have to. It's not like it's interfering with us talking. I don't think. Okay, that's when it gets tricky. Because then I'll cry. Because I left the Zoom. That's literally how it is.
That's gonna end up being the that's gonna end up being the thumbnail. Is just
I'm Wario.
mad Wario.
Wario. Waluigi. Look at that. I'm terrible at those.
Waluigi.
Ah.
Wah.
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 Wah. I think next year we need to plan and do like a dress up thing where we're like wearing costumes, like matching costumes to each other.
I think that'd be
I think that'd be fun.